this season and try and at least match Anderlecht, who reached 2 semi-finals in 2015 and 2016. Of a high note. A victory here would see them finish on 6 points, which could in theory get them as high as 25th, but would still be 1 point shy of the 7 points that has been enough to ensure qualification this time around, although Olympiacos haven't made it through with 7 points because of their minus goal difference. Club Brugge have won both previous home games this season, beating Barca 2-0 and Monaco 1-0. Let's take a look at the teams. The home side make 4 changes from the defeat at Sporting. Alex van der Perre is called in at left back. Naeem Amingai gets a start at the point of the midfield 3, while up front Tobias Lund Jensen, a scorer against Barca, is recalled to the starting 11 on the right wing. At centre forward, Yanis Mzwaye is rewarded with his goal off the bench in Lisbon, with a start this afternoon at centre forward. Okon Engsler and Amingai, 2 players who are in danger of missing the knockout tie if they are booked today. Two captains in the centre there, Braden Clark of Arsenal and Laurent Gomara of Club Brugge. Very windy conditions today, as you can see. It's not easy to unfurl the usual banner at the start of these games. Football for all is the message. João Gonçalves of Portugal is the man in charge of this one. Still invaluable experience for these Arsenal players, despite the fact there can be no progression here today. For Club Brugge, it is readying themselves for those knockout phase games. So Angelino Pedro comes into the back 4 in one of 5 changes for Arsenal. It's all change in midfield, with Dudziak, Augustin and Nduka all getting a recall from the side that beat Bayern Munich. There's no Max Dauman. He's picked up an ankle injury, so is unavailable for both this squad and indeed the senior squad tonight. Up front, Luis Zečević-John makes just his 2nd appearance in this season's UEFA Youth League. Arsenal's Youth League best, a quarter-final appearance in the 2013-14 season, some 11 years ago now. They qualified for the first 4 UEFA Youth Leagues, but then missed the next 5 before re-qualifying in 23-24. Club Brugge making their 7th appearance in UEFA's Blue Ribbon Youth Competition. So it is Club Brugge to get us underway. Currently 8th in the table on 12 points. A victory here would lift them to 15. The points tally that Real Madrid currently have, but they have only played 5 games. Club Brugge settling into early possession. They've certainly been the eyebrow-raising team in this season's competition, Club Brugge. Were 6th going into this round of matches, but with games played yesterday have just slipped down into 8th. Van den Drieske, the Brugge goalkeeper, and then on by Vins. Back heel by Corrin. No free kick there. The challenge from Dudziak. Here's Corrin. Trying to go on the outside. Positive run by Corrin. Fires the ball across the 6-yard box. Lively start from Tianai Corrin, 16-year-old Slovenian. In all 5 Youth League games so far, Corrin. Made a bit of a mess of that. Here's Club Brugge. The captain, Goamara, able to keep it in play, so it's a throw for Arsenal. Both of their previous away games in the Youth League this season were hammered 5-1 by Slavia Praha, 3-1 by Athletic Club de Bilbao. They've actually lost their last 5 away in the Youth League since a 3-1 win away to PSV Eindhoven in December of 2023. They travel particularly well in this competition, all the generations of Arsenal teams. Here's Thompson. Now Pedro. Now to Hamill. Dudziak. Competition for the English clubs this season. Chelsea have guaranteed qualification, as have Tottenham Hotspur. Liverpool and Manchester City looking well placed to go through, but Liverpool waiting on results, City with a game still to play. Now Brugge on the front foot here. Here's Muzai. Staruk, the head coach of Club Brugge's under-19s. Arsenal out of the competition, but Newcastle United as well have failed to make it through, losing all 5 of their Youth League matches. Van der Perre. Went strong down this left side, Brugge, with Van der Perre and Corrin. Van der Perre though back to Axel Vins. Now Bailey Joseph couldn't keep it in. And a throw for Club Brugge. Engster. Although trying to win the ball back, but Arsenal on the front foot here, and they've got bodies forwards. There's Thompson. Arsenal in the end forced back. Augustian playing it back to Clark. The Arsenal captain again. Now Dudziak, who sits in the centre of that Arsenal midfield. Pedro. Hamill. launching it forwards. Well, they're initially struggling to control, but had time and space to regather and play it back to his goalkeeper. Van der Perre. Too much on that though for Yanis Mazai. Impressive performance, the 4-2 win against Bayern Munich. Max Daumann weighing in with a couple of goals. Still threatening to go through the middle here, and a chance for the opening goal. It's taken brilliantly. Lovely finish from Damian Augustian. And it is Arsenal who strike first inside the opening 7 minutes. The Club Brugge defence suddenly opened up. And Arsenal will be wondering where this form was right at the start of this competition. Took them an age to get going, put 4 past Bayern, and now a goal up against Club Brugge. And that becomes the first goal that Club Brugge have conceded at home in this season's UEFA Youth League. Good finish from Damian Augustian. His first goal of this season's competition. Really well taken, kept his head, kept his cool. And Arsenal in front. Here's Albe. Can Brugge respond? Brugge back in possession now, cleared away though by Pedro. Augustin, who scored that goal, Dutch under-19 international. Featured in Arsenal's under-21 teams this season, including the EFL trophy. By that early goal, but here's Corrin. Thought about that, the referee, and then gave Brugge the free kick. Here's Verlinden. Getting bodies forward here. There's gaps in the Arsenal defence all of a sudden, and Jack Porter suddenly called into action. Good work by Tobias Jensen. Dribbled his way through, got the shot away. Just the one goal so far in the competition for Tobias Jensen, coming in the impressive 2-0 win here against Barcelona. Callum Hamill about to get a talking to here by the referee. Nothing more than that though. Gomara. Through towards Mazwai, who very nearly helped it on towards Amengai. Here's Vins. Now Corrin. Van der Perre going back with forwards instead. Thought about putting the ball in very early. There's Goamara. Exchange of passes again to the Brugge captain, who then switches the play up. Goamara under pressure. Finds a way out with Axel Vins. Now Van der Perre sends the ball in. Did deliver it this time, and it was a decent looking ball as well. Not too much service up to Zečević John at the moment for Arsenal. The opening goal though coming from midfield. Terrific run forward from Damian Augustian, the Dutch youth international. Vins. That's why he couldn't get there. Porter quickly off his line to gather. Arsenal haven't managed to keep a clean sheet in the competition so far. They've shipped quite a lot of goals actually. Conceded at least 2 in every match so far, including the win against Bayern last time out. 4-2 victory. It's Vins. Goamara. Now Verlinden. Van der Perre. Wasn't the best ball. Did well in the end there. Ockham Engsler. Brugge in danger of playing themselves into trouble here. They've handed over possession rather cheaply there to Arsenal. By Dudziak, and here's Hamill for Arsenal. Pedro. Also touching it off to Clark. Ogunike. Field to Augustian, the goal scorer. The header away by Elbey though. Okay, wins a throw. Dudziak coming short. Nobody really showing for him though. Kyron Thompson wandered across briefly. Goamara. Brugge trying to get bodies forward here now. Clipped into the centre. Corrin arriving, but Arsenal with enough back to get it away. Here's Goamara. Van der Perre, we've already seen, can put a vicious ball in from the left side. Wins the tackle, the loose ball. And driven goalwards, but well off target in the end from Verlinden, the centre-back. Verlinden, who scored in the 3-0 win away to Bayern Munich. The Club Brugge produced. Match day 3. That off the back of already beating Monaco 1-0 and Atalanta 2-0 in Bergamo. Engsler battling for the ball, but just overdid it. Augustian. Augustian again. Closed down by Guamara. He gets through some work in that Club Brugge midfield. Captain trying to lead by example. Pedro. Closed down but got fortunate. Corin working hard. And now back with Vince. Corin. Just too much on that. The run of Van der Perre. They're interchanging really well down this near side, Corin and Van der Perre. Both attack-minded players. Even from left back, Van der Perre likes to get forward, deliver the ball into dangerous areas, link up with Corin. Free kick for Arsenal, the foul on Zečević, John. Van der Perre there just raking down the back of the Achilles, painful one, but he's okay. Switch by Pedro, header away by Guamara. Through back again to Porter. Lovely stadium this for Club Brugge to play these matches. It was the home of KSV Roeselare, former team in the Belgian top flight that fell on hard times and was eventually liquidated a few years ago now. Stadium remains though, and Club Brugge's under 19s making good use of it. Corin with the cross in, first time. Too high though for Muzwai. And a free kick for Arsenal. Foul on Bailey Joseph. Hasn't seen a great deal of the ball out that side and tried to cut infield and just tripped on his way through. Porter. Touch back by Dudziak. No Albe. Brugge getting back to him though. This was the final touch. It's a Club Brugge corner. Chance to get Verlinden, Vins, Van der Perre all forwards. Whipped across dangerously. Still got a header to that, and a chance now for Zečević John to break forward. And he's pretty isolated though, doesn't have too much support. Duca. Touch off by Augustian. win the ball back after his mistake, and they've got 4 on 3 here. Brugge, if they play it right, they're in behind, and it's a great block from Braden Clark. Terrific defending, but Arsenal cut open there in the way they have been regularly in this competition so far. Here's Pedro. That's out of play. Been a massive response from Brugge to the concession of that opening goal. Arsenal themselves haven't created a great deal either side of it. Looking for options, and forced to go long towards Zečević. John, the header away by Van der Perre. Here's Elbe. Now Vins towards Mazai. Mazai again. Oh, given away. It was a poor ball from the centre forward, who's scored twice in this competition, was on target in the 3-0 win at Bayern Munich. School Club Brugge's only goal in their first loss to Sporting last time out. There's Guamara. Now Corrin. Well, they know they've qualified ahead of kickoff, but they certainly won't want to go into the knockout phase off the back of 2 straight defeats, Club Brugge. Their unbeaten run, their 100% start going at Sporting last time out. Now their clean sheet home record going here, having not conceded in their opening 2 games on this ground. It's really wayward straight to Bailey Joseph. Perra with the touchback. Elbe. Well defended again by Clark. Danger not over yet though. Hamangai waiting for the pullback. Instead it's gone behind for a corner. Good work from Yanis Mazai. Looking for space on the edge of the 6-yard box, but the delivery not clearing the front post. It's whipped across again. Mazai with the header, punched away by Porter. He was going to gather that a little bit more comfortably than he did, but cleared his lines with a solid punch. Linden back to Sandandrieska. Linden, one of those centre-backs who likes to carry the ball out of the defence. Very comfortable doing so. Here's Clark. Corrin continually chasing and pressing. Coming off the left wing for Brugge, and that's a foul and a yellow card. Thompson. First booking of the afternoon goes to the Arsenal winger. Played himself into trouble and then unable to recover. A chance here for Club Brugge to try and get themselves level. I think Guy is one of those over it. Not sure he's going to be the one to hit it though. And it's driven straight into the wall. Free kick from Tobias Lund-Jensen. Here's Verlinden. Now Vins. Corrin. Did well, switches the play out to Alby. Now Jensen. Håkon Engsler helping it on. Now Corrin. Club Brugge certainly enjoying more possession now. Corrin making sure they didn't lose it. Still has it. Håkon Engsler. Now Verlinden. Space now for Gomara. Arsenal back with bodies behind the ball. Brugge trying to pick their way through here. Alby. Sliding challenge from Nduka. Another free kick for Club Brugge. Just catches the ankle as he goes in, Nduka. He's pleading his innocence. But it is a free kick to Club Brugge. Conversation there with Braden Clark, the Arsenal captain. They try and defend this latest set piece. It's gone all the way through, very nearly fell invitingly there for Wout Verlinden. Just couldn't react in time, and as a result Arsenal got it away. Pedro. Here's Hamill. Pedro back to Jack Porter. Half an hour gone then, 1-0 to Arsenal. Against the Club Brugge side who have not failed to score in this competition. Scored in every game. Arsenal have conceded at least 2 in every game. It's not the ideal combination if you're an Arsenal supporter. Here's Alby. Jensen making the run ahead of him. Jensen with the touch off. Guy. Gomara, always there, always available in those central areas for Club Brugge. Laurent Gomara, the Brugge captain. Foul by Nduka. Oh, it's a straight red. And Arsenal are down to 10. Well, he produced a foul just a moment or so ago, Michel and Duca. The referee was right there for his challenge on Axel Vins. And it is a straight red for Michel and Duca. Yeah, it's a poor challenge. He knew it straight away. Studs straight into the back of the leg. It's a tough one to take. And when he sees the replay, he can't argue the red card. I think he knew it was coming as well by his reaction. They've mistimed the challenge just a couple of moments earlier. Just a free kick on that occasion, but it's a straight red this time. And Arsenal lead by a goal to nil, but will play for around about an hour now with a player left. You can see the sympathy that there is for him. There's no malice in the tackle at all. He was clearly going for the ball, but got it horribly wrong. This afternoon and his UEFA Youth League is over. Club Brugge are a goal down, but now with a man advantage. There's the goal by which Arsenal leads. Brilliant play from Demian Augustian. It's going to be a long game now, though, for Arsenal, with just under an hour still to play. Guamara with the free kick. Taken short to Van der Perre. Guamara again. Correns. Amangai. Guamara making his way into the penalty area, but overrun it. It's a goal kick for Arsenal. Well, the workload for the outfield players has now just increased 10%. John trying to bring it down, but was pounced on by 2 or 3 in the black and blue of Brugge. Here's Vins. Berlinden. Jensen. 2 or 3 players between he and the penalty area. Augusti and the goal scorer eventually taking the ball off him. Here's Vins. Now Corrin. Mazwai out to Albi. Now Guamara. John winning it back. He's not had too much service. He's had to come deep to try and involve himself in the game, and that's not a good challenge either. Yellow card. Curran Thompson in the book. And remember, Michel and Duke are sent off. Good skill there. Oh, goodness me. I'll tell you what. Another look at that from the referee. And you wonder if that could have been a red as well. He's very lucky there, Zečević, John. He's certainly over the top of the ball. And Arsenal somewhat fortunate. They're not down to 9. There's Vince. Verlinden. Vince. Again, out to the ever available Tianai Curran. Gomara. Played in again by Vins towards Verlinden. Albai has Jensen in support. Now Vins. Still getting deeper and deeper. As Club Brugge try and turn the screw here and find an equalizer before the break. Amingai. And the Pera trying to deliver. Arsenal defending well at the moment. It hasn't always been the case in this competition. Gomara. The Pera. Gomara. They're appealing for offside and the effort at goal from Amingai. Well, the arm's almost instinctively going up from the Arsenal defenders. Amingai though, seeing the sight of the goal and going for that far corner. Well, the Porter got a handle not to that. By Gomara. Mazwai. It's a lovely ball by Mazwai to Jensen, who pulls it back to Gomara, the captain. Couldn't take it in his stride and then fired it over the top. Well, they're certainly on top now in the game, Club Brugge. Just lacking that final touch of quality that they've often had so far in the UEFA Youth League this season. First touch took it behind him and then he got right underneath it. Lauren Gomara. Looking for his third Youth League goal. That would have been his first in open play. His other two from the penalty spot. Oh, that was left short and Curran very nearly got on the end of that. Porter did well. Tianai Curran within a whisker of getting there ahead of the Arsenal goalkeeper. Clinging on a bit here now, the side from North London. Thompson. It's Augustian alongside him. Thompson just carried it too far in the end. Con Engsler takes it over and plays it out to Van der Pera. First time into Mazwai. Having his shirt tucked there, Mazwai. Needed to be careful there, Hamill. Referee took a lenient view of that. Guevara's header. Throw for Arsenal. Chelsea remain the only English club to win this competition, won it twice, 2015 and 2016. So reached the final a couple of other times as well. No other English club has got close to matching that record. Is Guy. It's blocked away. Pedro did well there. 3 minutes to the break. How Arsenal desperately want to get to the break in front. Having had Michel and Duca shown a straight red card. Guevara's delivering, the header is off the post. So unlucky from the Club Brugge captain. Lovely delivery, and he got his head to it, Guevara. Inches away from levelling for Club Brugge. Arsenal's goal living a charmed life at the moment. Jensen. This way. Jensen again trying to weave his way through. Anywhere will do for Arsenal. Horan. Guy. Van der Perre. Sweep the cross in again. Hamill did well to block it away. John. Danny Joseph made the run outside him. Just checks back now that Kanake trying to make the run down the line. It's Augustin here. Jack. Throw for Arsenal. Just relieves a bit of that pressure they've been under though since the Nduka red card. That was Linden's challenge on Zečević John. The Arsenal contingent felt was a foul. Ogunake throw. 3 minutes to be added on at the end of the first half. Zečević John twisting and turning, trying to find a way through, and wins the free kick. Yellow card against Mohamed Albay. The hand across the face, I think. It's what the referee didn't like. Free kick for Arsenal. A chance maybe to perhaps double the tally. So it's Verlinden that was shown the card. Shown in the direction of Albay, but Verlinden shown yellow and Arsenal didn't make best use of that. Now Guevara. Van der Perre. On Engsler. Defended pretty well with the player left, Arsenal. It's Corrin. They've ridden their luck a couple of times as well, though. Now Vins just keeps coming back to Club Brugge. On Engsler. Now Verlinden. Vins. Working so hard off the ball, Arsenal, to close down the space. Goamara. Van der Perre. Goamara again. Trying to win the loose ball. And did so illegally. It's a free kick for Arsenal. Well, they managed to frustrate Club Brugge in this first half, Arsenal. Yeah, he's nowhere near the ball, is he? Don't think he can complain about that decision. And the half-time whistle has gone where you are watching that replay. So Club Brugge, who won their opening 4 games, beaten last time out, find themselves behind again, courtesy of Damien Augustian's goal just 7 minutes in. They've been on top since then, most notably helped by the red card of Michel Nduka of Arsenal half an hour into the game. It's going to be a long second half ahead. They've ridden their luck as well as defended pretty well in the first half. Arsenal mightily fortunate though when Goamara's header came back off the post. But at half-time they lead. It's Club Brugge 0, Arsenal 1. Welcome back to the nest in Roeselare. Club Brugge 0, Arsenal 1 at half-time. The final game for both these teams in the UEFA Youth League phase. The draw, by the way, for the round of 32 is on Friday. Club Brugge know they'll be involved in that, but for Arsenal it's a disappointment. Third successive time now that they've been involved in this competition. They've failed to make it past the league or group phase. After beating Bayern, looking to go out at least on the back of a couple of wins. The draw is on Friday, as I was saying. The matches will take place at the start of February, February the 3rd and the 4th. Two knockout rounds, three knockout rounds actually, and then the semi-finals in Nyon on the 17th of April, the final on the 20th. Well, Club Brugge plotting their way back into this in the second half. Remember, Arsenal have had Michel and Duca sent off. They were perhaps fortunate not to have Louis Zečević-John sent off as well. And it looks as though Club Brugge have made a change for the start of the second half. Totally dominant in the last 15 minutes of the first half, but Arsenal managing to frustrate them. Needed the post to keep out Laurent Guimara's header. This would be a pretty good scout for his team. And it is Arsenal who kick off the second half then. Leading here at the nest in Roeselare by a goal to 0. Can Club Brugge turn this around? Remember, Arsenal not only have failed to keep a clean sheet in every game, they've conceded at least twice. And Club Brugge have scored in every game. 45 minutes to keep that record intact for the home team. Here's Verlinden. Here's Verlinden. Now Ocon Engsler. He and Guimara, a really solid pairing at the base of that Club Brugge midfield. Here's Corrin, causing problems for Arsenal defensively on that far side. Hamel across this time to clear. Making their way into the penalty area. Big chance here for the leveller for Amangai, and it's a terrific save from Porter. Fabulous goalkeeping. And again, the Arsenal goal living a charmed life in the opening couple of minutes of this second half. Just to confirm, it's Jesse Bizoua who has come on for Mohamed Albayt at the start of the second half for Club Brugge. Bizoua, who scored both the goals in the 2-0 win in Bergamo away to Atalanta. Throw for Arsenal. That really was a fine save from Jack Porter to deny Amangai. He must have thought he'd scored. On by by Jensen. Having Guy going on the outside of Jensen, who did well. They played their way in. It's Jensen! And Porter saves again. Guy tries to win it back, and Ogunaike clears it away. Well, is it going to be an afternoon of ruining missed chances for Club Brugge? It's looking that way at the moment. You can't help but feel they're getting closer. There's only so many heroics that Jack Porter can produce at the Arsenal goal. Gomara started the second half as though they intend to really go after this Club Brugge. Guy's touch back. Switched across by Gomara. Now Verlinden. Corrin. That's out of play. Well, Mohamed Albe is still on, so the information we've had isn't correct, is it? And now it's being confirmed that it's Van der Perre is the player who's been replaced by Biziwu. Two fine saves at the start of the second half from Jack Porter. Here is Biziwu. And it's going to be a corner for Club Brugge. The corner for Club Brugge. Away by Porter. Biziwu lifts it back into the danger zone. Porter comes and claims and punches it away again. And now the whistle's gone because he's clattered his own defender. Into a very dangerous area from Biziwu, and Braden Clark caught by his own goalkeeper, stuck in between goalkeeper and the Brugge captain Gomara. So let's get this substitution right once and for all. Rather comically, it's not Alexander Van der Perre either, it's Axel Vins who's actually got off for Jesse Biziwu. Taking a centre-back out of the game. It's a good move actually from Jonas de Rook. Get an extra attacker on given the fact that Arsenal are down to 10. Good save from Porter to deny Guy. Still leading though by Damian Augustian's goal. To stop that from Porter. Not the best of finishes though from Jensen. He'll feel he should have got a bit more purchase on that. Clark still down for Arsenal. One player to a red card, they won't want to lose another to injury. And there it is, Axel Vins off, Jesse Biziwu on. It's looking like Arsenal are going to have to make a change here. Clark's had a good game as well at the centre of their defence in keeping Club Brugge at bay. It could well be a double change for Arsenal. As often is the case now these days when there's an injury. With just the three substitution windows, don't want to miss an opportunity to get another player on that may have been coming on later tactically. Ball back with Porter. Back on his feet again, Clark, which is good to see. Playing with 9 at the moment, so he can come back on, or a replacement can. Andrieska. Albite. And they flag up for offside against Naim Amingai. A clean sheet today, Jack Porter has certainly earned it. 2 or 3 really good stops. And Andrieska had a great deal to do really since conceding the Arsenal goal just 7 minutes into the game. Even before the sending off of Nduka, Club Brugge were beginning to wrestle control of the match from Arsenal. Still find themselves behind 10 minutes into the second half. There's Verlinden. Ziwu unable to keep it in. Hammer with the throw. Well, the 2 Arsenal substitutes stripped down and ready to come on, but the change hasn't happened yet. Foot in from Dudziak. It's John battling back, trying to gain possession for Arsenal, but Brugge have it again with Albite. Mazouai keeping it in. Picks out Ocon Engsler. Here's Baziwa. By Gomara, Jensen. That's a wayward one from Ocon Engsler, it's not like him. Well, they've done everything except the final finish, Club Brugge, really. Not a time to start losing your cutting edge after looking so dangerous in their opening 4 matches. Gomara. Now Albite. Jensen. He's had a good game, Jensen, going on the outside of Clark. Seems to have recovered okay. Mohamed Albite. Jensen. Swings the cross in, header away by Pedro. Now Mohamed Albayt. Still Brugge looking for that opening. Verlinden. Jensen, he thought about the shot there. Now Gurmara, the captain, trying to weave his way through. Oh, and the shot driven in by Amangai is deflected away. Here's Baziwu. Trying to find an opening, and that's a hefty challenge on Dudziak. Arsenal again closing ranks well under pressure. Swing and a miss there, wasn't it, from Angelino Pedro. And this is where Baziwu comes through, and I think he's having a go at goal there just as Dudziak makes the challenge, and he takes the full brunt of it, the Arsenal midfielder. Now Arsenal making a double change. Thompson coming off. Julien is coming on, and Sam Onyekachukwu. Linden. And the Pera helps it on to Baziwu. Twisting and turning, trying to find space, wins the corner off Hamill. Onyekachukwu coming on for his second Youth League appearance this season, just 17 years of age, so he'll be eligible for the next couple of seasons. Should Arsenal qualify, which is looking likely given the form of the senior side. Cross into the box with too much on it. And that's going to be a goal kick, and they've survived another quarter of an hour, Arsenal. Sense to take off Karen Thompson, who was on a yellow card, having already lost Nduka in the first half. Zečević John as well, the other player on a yellow card, replaced by Julien. Cleared away by Gurmara. Augustian. That spot behind, that's going to be a corner. Off Ocon Engsler, and a bit of respite for Arsenal, who've been on the back foot for a long time now. Snatch something here. Blocked at the front post by Albay. It's going to be a throw for Brugge. Here's Basiwu. He's looked lively since coming on. Yeah, to add to his tally though, the double he scored against Atalanta, that was on match day 2. It's Corrin. Berlinden. Jensen. On Angsler, twisting and turning, getting the cross in, headed away by Pedro. And then back in by Corrin, but gathered again by Porter. There's any question that Club Brugge would have expected to be level by now. There's still plenty of time for them to turn it around. 25 minutes plus stoppages still to go. It's certainly the tightest game that both these teams have been involved in. Their matches full of goals previously. Gomara. Jensen again. He's proved a good outlet, as Corrin has on the other side. Jensen. Corrin. Playing more centrally now in the second half, Corrin. Albay. Took a touch, delivered the ball in, Arsenal headed away. Here's Gomara. And the block on that from Augustin, and it's a Brugge corner. Not committing enough bodies into the penalty area when they're on the front foot. Brugge, you can see when that ball was delivered, there's only 2 in there in the black and blue of the home side. Can they work from the corner though? Punched away by Porter. I don't know why I didn't catch that, but it was a good solid punch. Back in it comes though from Corrin. Amangai tries to find space for the shot and squeezes it through, but Porter equal to it. Certainly capable from that sort of distance, Amangai. Way through for Mazouai. Augustin. Brugge are about to make a change very shortly. As Laurent Gomara carries the ball forwards. Albay outside him. Jensen swings across in. It's a dangerous ball, and it very nearly went all the way through. Mazouai unable to get a significant touch on it. Had he done so, and Brugge may well have been level. Lovely inviting cross, and he's just ducked out of it, hasn't he? One of those dangerous balls in that even if nobody gets a touch on can end up in the back of the net. Fortunately for Arsenal, the delivery was off target. Yanis Mazouai must be frustrated he didn't get a touch on that. You get the feeling it's going to be a pretty special finish to beat Jack Porter the way he's played in the Arsenal goal this afternoon. Here's Augustin. Theo Julian picks up the loose ball here. Hamill. Augustin. Pedro. Onyeka Chukwu. Back to Porter. And Arsenal get the ball and a bit more respite. And now more changes. Van Britsum coming on. And he replaces Tobias Lund Jensen. It's Corrin. Kurtel has come on as well for Amangai. Has survived the yellow card jeopardy. He would have missed the round of 32 match had he picked up a yellow card. Kurtel on to replace him now. Now by throw. Linden back out to Albi. For Linden. Shifts it on one more. And the Perra trying to play the ball into the box, but again Arsenal with numbers back, well organised. You see them defend like this, you wonder just how they have conceded so many goals. 16 against in their 5 matches so far. Things are, Club Brugge set to finish 9th if they do lose this by a goal to nil. Arsenal would finish 26th on 6 points. Point adrift of qualification. Marseille, as things stand, currently holding that crucial 22nd place. If they do hold on, they'll be thinking about what might have been Arsenal had they clicked into gear earlier. 4 straight losses and then a win against Bayern, and now just 19 minutes or so away from winning at Club Brugge. Won both their Youth League matches here this season, Club Brugge, although they hadn't won in 5 games previously here, losing 4 of them. Here's Corrin. Away by Clark. Space for Ocon Engsler. Well, they've remained patient so far, Club Brugge, but clock beginning to get away from them here. Albi. And the delivery into the box. Blocked away by Julian. Albi. No way through again. Arsenal making life really difficult here for Brugge. Bisiwu. Knock on Engsler. Now Verlinden. Goamara again, they go at it on this near side. Van Britsum, the substitute, plays the ball into the box, and Muzwai trying to get on the end of it, but was beaten to it by Onyeka Chukwu. for the first time, and as has happened so often this afternoon, Arsenal just getting in a crucial challenge. And the turn and shot is over the top from the captain, Gomara. Well, they've certainly had their chances to be at least level, Club Brugge. Again, as in the first half, the chance that fell the way of Gomara just behind him, had to dig the shot out, and as indeed in the first half, got right underneath it. Well, it's a result that's not going to affect their progression. They knew before kickoff they'd qualified for the round of 32, but to finish the league phase with successive losses, not ideal in terms of the momentum and the confidence of the team. For Arsenal, they can concentrate on domestic matters and then go again next season in the Youth League. Suffered for those 5 years with the woes of the senior team, Arsenal, and not taking part in the UEFA Youth League, but they've certainly got themselves back together now. Gomara. Van der Perre. Space here in the Arsenal penalty area. But Brugge again having to be content with a corner. Kurtel unable to get the cross in. In-swinger. Headed away by Dudziak. He's been quietly effective in that defensive midfield role for Arsenal. Here's Basiwu. Well, it's getting desperate now. Given the form Jack Porter's shown in this game, he wasn't going to be beaten from there, especially with a poor effort like that. Into the last quarter of an hour then. It remains Club Brugge 0, Arsenal 1. Deliana Augustian's goal. Separating the sides from the Dutch midfielder. Clark. Looked as though he was going off when he was clattered by Porter, but he's battled on brilliantly and recovered well. He and Pedro have done an exceptional job in the centre of that Arsenal defence in keeping Club Brugge at bay. Something that no other club that they've faced has managed to do so far. Gomara. Elby. Now Gomara swings it back across, and it's put behind by Angelino Pedro for another Brugge corner. Another change being ready for Arsenal. Jayden Magoma getting ready to come on. It's played out to Corrin. Lifts the cross in again. Arsenal scrambling to get it away. And it's a free kick, and Arsenal have 2 players down. And it's a red card, a second yellow for Wout Verlinden. And now Club Brugge have lost their advantage. And their job has just got a whole lot harder, and it means that Wout Verlinden will miss the round of 32 match, whoever Club Brugge draw. Well, I think in the desperation to try and win the ball in the penalty area, he's got a bit carried away. Lost the ball there, and then, yeah, jumps in. Second yellow card. And Club Brugge, having removed Axel Vins from the centre of their defence to put on another attacker to find an equaliser, now lose their other centre-back to a red card. And it is 10 aside now for what time remains. And Arsenal's chances of holding on to this 1-0 lead have just improved significantly. So 1-0 to Arsenal and a red card each now. Corin has been replaced by Jesse De Silva for Brugge. And Brando Bailey-Joseph has been replaced by Jaden Magoma for Arsenal. By Gomara, played in behind for Muzai, and Porter quickly off his line again. He is 10 minutes away from a very well-earned clean sheet. Frustrating thing for Arsenal is they'd picked up a draw or two in those opening 4 games that they've lost, and they'd have been heading through now with this result. Although very much a game of ifs and buts. Arsenal win it back. The flag was up for offside anyway. Really get himself in the game, Bailey-Joseph. It was difficult. Both the Arsenal wide players were forced to defend more than they could affect the game going forwards, given the extra player that Brugge had. But that advantage now gone. It's 10 aside, 9 minutes to go, and Arsenal leading. Will they go in search of a second goal, or will they be happy the way it is? Magoma trying to get his head on that. And trying to go through that on the outside with Oguneke, the left back. Oguneke's throw. By with it. Here's Gomara. And the throw quickly taken. Now Muzai trying to get in behind, squares it into the centre. Arsenal haven't managed to get it away, and then Van Britsum trying to turn inside. Good defending again, though, by Arsenal. Van Britsum. Elby. Van Britsum with the touchback to Okon Engsler. Shifted out by Van der Perre. Ziwu gets the ball into the danger zone, and Van Britsum was offside. Well, dominated the game, Club Brugge, as you would expect with the extra player, but they were certainly on top before that. But credit Arsenal They dug in, they've defended, they've frustrated Club Brugge. They took their chance through Damiana Augustian when it came their way. Just 7 minutes plus stoppages away from ending the Youth League with successive wins. Really have been on the opposite path, these two teams, haven't they? Club Brugge won their opening 4, Arsenal lost their opening 4. And now it seems Arsenal are going to win their last 2 and Club Brugge lose their last 2, unless Da Silva can produce something here. Good ball out. And it is an equalizer. Muswai finally finds the back of the net. And it's Club Brugge 1, Arsenal 1, Porter beaten. And how frustrating is that for him? Having done so much to keep Club Brugge at bay. But they have their equaliser with 6 minutes to go, courtesy of Yanis Muswai. His 3rd Youth League goal. And it is Club Brugge 1, Arsenal 1. What a strange game it is, isn't it? I know it's been said before, but they hang on for all that time against 11. And then Brugge go down to 10 and find the equaliser. Instinctive finish, though, from Yanis Muswai. And it's the 3rd Youth League game in which he scored. He was on target in the 3-0 win at Bayern on match day 3. Grabbed the only goal in the loss against Sporting last time out. Now has his 3rd league phase goal. Alba. Brugge perhaps fancy winning this now. And Arsenal failed to keep their first clean sheet. Brugge keep up their record now of having scored in every Youth League match this season. Bizuwu. Muswai, the goal scorer. Cleared away by Julien. On by Van der Pera. Biziwu. Now Arsenal looking to counter here with Magoma. Nobody to play it to, though, and Alexander Van der Pera got back and put him under pressure to force him into the wayward pass. There's Muswai. Intelligent run in behind Clark, although he moved just a tad too soon and the flag was up for offside. Well, there's the finish. Cross in from Albai. And that is instinctive centre-forward play from Yanis Muswai. Got his fingertips to it, Jack Porter, but on this occasion, unable to keep it out. Foul by Magoma, free kick to Club Brugge. On Engsler. Van der Pera wins the throw for Brugge, all the way back to the goalkeeper. And Drieska, who's barely had a thing to do other than the goal he conceded in the first half. Hasn't really been troubled since then, the Brugge goalkeeper. It's been pretty much one-way traffic. Biziwu. Van der Pera outside him. Biziwu keeps going and fires it just past the post. Well, he's been a good introduction. He's been really lively. He's given Arsenal more to think about on that far side. Cutting in on the right foot. I think Porter would have had it covered had it been on target from Biziwu. Still looking for this winning goal. Van Britsen fires it across dangerously, and Muswai was an inch or so away from connecting with that. Here's Biziwu. Hamill trying to keep him out. Biziwu twisting and turning. And puts that behind for a goal kick. Well played at the Under-17 World Cup for Belgium, 4 appearances in that for Ziwu. 9 appearances for Club Brugge B in the Challenger Pro League, the second tier of Belgian football. 3 goals in 5 appearances now in this competition for Ziwu. Looks a talent, the 17-year-old. It's quite a young squad this for Club Brugge. An awful lot of this squad are eligible for this competition next season. And a power over this as we head towards the final minute of the regulation 90. Ziwu dispossessed. Now Augustian. Flag up though for offside against the Dutchman. Elbite. Well, you see what he was trying to do. He was trying to bend that round for the run of Yese Biziwu, but got the technique horribly wrong on this occasion. Did get the assist for the Brugge equalizer. It's a free header down to Muzwai from De Silva. Elbite. 5 minutes to be added on. Can either side grab a winner? Brugge looking the more likely side to do that. And Ferro whips it across, and they all missed it. It's been that kind of afternoon for Club Brugge. Augustian. Really determined to try and press for this winner and make it 5 wins out of 6. At the same time, they need to be wary of leaving the back door open. Silva whips the cross in, too much on that though. Another goal kick for Arsenal with 4 minutes to go. Oh, it's a lovely inviting ball, wasn't it? And defenders and attackers alike all missing it. Wanted to win today, of course he would gone after Rook, but draw certainly a better than a defeat in terms of their momentum. Doesn't matter in terms of their qualification, but it would ensure that they remain unbeaten at home in this year's competition. It's ridiculously late, isn't it, to make a couple of substitutions. 2 more changes for Arsenal. Wusu Gyasi coming on. A throw for Arsenal. I think Augustian, the goal scorer, coming off. It's replaced by Mikhail Bonaventura Yetna. Picking up The loose ball here. Touch off by Clark. Ogunake. Julian inside him. It's shifted on one more towards Bonaventura Yetna. Twisting and turning, got a toe to it. Albi clears it away. Seems to be one big chance for either side to win this. Bonaventura Yetna tried to squeeze that through to Magoma, and it's a free kick for Arsenal. So difficult, isn't it, to come on in the 3rd minute of stoppage time and try and affect the game, but he's got on the ball a couple of times, Bonaventura Yetna. Dujak over the free kick for Arsenal. Short to Clark. Ogunake. Goal kick for Club Brugge. Van der Perre. He's overrun that. Julian's touch to Owusu Gyasi. Trying to go on the outside. And it's a goal kick. Guamara, the captain, kept going under pressure. Had a good game in there for Club Brugge. Now Kurtel into the centre, and Club Brugge have won it. Van Britsen pops up with the winner in the 6th minute of stoppage time. So disappointing for Arsenal, who held on for so long. But Club Brugge look as though they are going to maintain their 100% home record in this competition. Umtu Kurtel with the ball in. And Jakob Van Britsen left unmarked on the edge of the 6-yard box to head it in. Club Brugge 2, Arsenal 1. And the irony being, Club Brugge have scored both their goals. Well, the game has been 10-aside, but the two substitutes combining brilliantly there. And it is going to be 5 wins out of 6 now for the Belgian side. A second of the competition for Van Britsen, who scored in the 2-0 win here against Barcelona. And it is a goal that will push Club Brugge up into 4th place in the league phase standings. And it was pretty much the last touch of the contest. Well, they knew they were through, but in the end they have gone through in some style. 15 points from 18 available for Club Brugge. They have made it 3 wins out of 3 and responded to the defeat against Sporting. There's a bit of trouble, unfortunately, between Masway and Braden Clark after the final whistle here. But Arsenal suffer their 5th defeat out of 6 in this competition. And once again have conceded twice. Tough to take for Jack Porter, who played brilliantly in goal for Arsenal and looked as though he would keep Club Brugge at bay. But those defensive frailties coming back to haunt Arsenal, who conceded 2 goals in all of their league phase matches. They knew they were out already, but very nearly ended with a victory thanks to Augustian's early goal. But 2 late goals from Mazouai and Van Britsen 6 minutes into stoppage time see Club Brugge finish in 4th place and pick up a 3rd straight home win. Club Brugge 2, Arsenal 1.